Exactly 946 days since being sworn into office, there's been skyrocketing of commodity prices, loss in popularity among the people, especially the youth, and constant and relentless criticism from opposition and clergymen. It goes without saying that President H has had a shaky start to his presidency. But after one good weekend, things are suddenly turning around. Before we talk about the special weekend, let's talk about the loss in popularity. When the president was coming in, he said when he's sworn in, by 14 hours, the dollar would drop. However, he was sworn in after 40, so we can start counting from the day after. But as we've established, it's been over 945 days. 14 hours, nearly 945. But yet, you would even think the dollar is allergic to 14 hours. Back when most of us refer to the president as Bali, he would be in the comment section talking to us, tweet us back when we tweet. But then all that came to an end. The loss in popularity, even the comments from us changed. I bet even when he checks the comment section, he's like, hey.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Even praise singers have been having a tough time explaining what's going on in the country. You would ask a praise singer, so boy, how would you describe Zambia's current inflation rate? Mwache na so inflation you. Wenzo wapi unafuata da PF mwache, why? Sasa ma question ya sope hapo so inflation you. Okay, fine. But explain to me the hike in fuel prices despite the formulas and the high cost of living. Mwache zone. So but things must go up before they come down. We but I was in charge here. Bali mwache. But with each day that came, it became harder to defend the president or the UPND in its entirety. Praise singers moved from singing praises for the president to sing along to songs by Winston Moyo. This gave confidence to people like Bowman, who requested for the entire Zambia just for a short time.
3 months kunjashima kwechalo ngababwela 3 months pakesanja ati Bowman itwalirira kuti nachi chungurushe chalo echi wonse imwe kuti muleto tafe. How?
Fast forward, much like Arsenal's Mikel Arteta, HH and his team, Aba Red, finally started scoring points and winning games. Then came the weekend. Not this guy though, but the weekend where they handed over Mopani copper mines to International Resources Holding, a United Arab Emirates company, which was the preferred bidder. Less than 7 days later, the president on Twitter posted to say the debt restructuring deal has gone through. Ticket yapita, kandeke, kalandinga. My crush has texted me back. Now, of course, many of us may have no idea what debt restructuring is or what it's about. All we know for sure is that 9 months from now, a child will be born and will be named Debt Restructuring Sakala. This deal going through wasn't just any other deal. It meant a great deal. It was news on different publications all around the world. Even the president himself dubbed it historic, making him and Mr. Msokotwane the Triple H and Shawn Michaels of African politics. Not long after that, he was in the top 5 of best performing presidents in Africa. To simplify debt restructuring. P.S. I am no economist, just an ordinary guy with some free time and a really good camera. And shout out to the sponsors of this new microphone, check it out. But to serious business. Your mother comes to you, the credit, and says, lend me some money, your father will pay. Comes back a second time, after a while of asking your mother to pay you back, she defaults on that loan by saying, I carried you for 9 months. But you still expect your father to pay you. Eventually, you discover that your mother was also borrowing from other people outside the household. We'll call those the bond holders, aka China, India, Paris, Narambi. They also come to say, hey, we want our money. Then comes in your father by saying, the coffers are empty.
You may have not heard me. The treasury is empty.
However, there comes your dad's friend who's willing to bail out your dad with all this debt that's been incurred by your mother. We'll call that friend the IMF. But the IMF says, before we give you that money, go and talk to the creditors and the bondholders, strike a deal. And when you meet those conditions, this money will be rolling out. Man of the house comes back a second time. Bondholders, creditors, verani bine iliso. Notiramo to sweet talk mamene moja. And finally, they all agree like, you know what? It's okay, it's okay. Ero futipadi jeuti owinga ija. $840 million. Forgive anyway. Debt restructuring complete. Now that debt restructuring is sort of kind of out of the way, it's time to see the real and promised economic growth. It's time to buy that iPhone 15 at 400 kwacha.